This is the city where I grew up, Chicago, Illinois. Mayfair is the neighborhood where I spent all of my childhood. I graduated from Wilbur Wright Junior College. Today's video is about a very special place right here in the neighborhood at 3117 North Knox Avenue. From the outside, it looks like a typical Chicago factory right in the middle of a residential neighborhood. But on the inside is an amazing car museum that opened up about 6 years ago. It features nearly 300 unparalleled automobiles and thousands of items of road art. I haven't even gotten inside, and I see an airplane, a newspaper truck from the 1930s, a 1921 tow truck, a 1952 yellow cab, with the passengers still inside. Today, I'm heading over to the Chicago Claremont Collection Automotive Museum. This is a non-profit automotive museum that holds the personally curated collection of the late Larry Claremont and his fiancée Joyce Oberlander, who, by the way, I had the pleasure of interviewing for today's video. The sad news is that the museum is closing for good, and all of the museum cars, signs, and road art are being auctioned off. Now, that's great for collectors, but I think it's bad for society. And today is the last day that it's open to the public, so get ready to see not just some fantastic cars, but history, and probably even history that you remember. The cars in this lot are amazing. I haven't even been inside yet. I'm really eager to head inside to see the rest of Larry's collection. If the inside is nearly as good as the outside, this is going to be a special day. And I'm not even a car guy.
I'm Joyce Oberlander. I was Larry Claremont's fiancée. We were both widowed, and we met, and he was 10 years older, and I thought, well, I don't want to be a nurse or a purse, but he called me every day to be my friend. What did you do? And I'd say, oh, I played golf, I swam, this and that. What did you do? Well, he kept saying he went to auctions. And I said, what do you buy? Old cars. I said, where are you putting them? Oh, he said, I own a few buildings in around Chicago. I didn't know who he was. I had no idea. So one day I said, you know, you ought to put all these cars in one place.
And that's exactly what Larry did. In the hallway entrance, I'm greeted by a replica of the first steam-powered motorcycle from 1867. It looks like they've moved out all the cars that were in here to make room for the auction tomorrow. You do have to pay $200 to register to bid at this Meekum auction, and there's no media allowed. In the front of the main hall is a replica of a service station. Great signs are on the walls in here as well. In the back of this hall are some amazing custom cars. Let's get a closer look. This is the award-winning 1955 Ford Beatnik Bubble Top Custom Automobile. Here's a 63 Thunderbird Custom Roadster. I'm editing this video after the auction took place, and I can tell you that the whole auction netted a whopping $16.5 million. This is probably the most valuable vehicle in the whole museum collection, the Golden Sahara II. It boasts of these one-of-a-kind light-up tires. It has a fascinating history. Just do a YouTube search and you'll find lots of videos talking about this car. This car alone sold for $1.15 million. And no, I wasn't the buyer.
I said, why do you spread them all out? You'd have a collection, isn't that? Well, he said, I'd never do that. So about 2 weeks later, he called and he said, still called me every day, but he called me, he said, some property came up on Knox, which is this building, and this first part was available. And he said, I was thinking maybe I should move those cars in there, and we could have it collected. She said, would you help me?
Besides cars, there are hundreds of neon automotive-related signs.
He had about 46 cars, and then we started going to auctions all over. And someone who was well acquainted with various car museums said, you know, Larry, if you're going to have your own collection, you should go visit every museum you can. So, boy, we went to every museum in the area.
And soon, their vision became a reality.
Over the past year or so, I've only assembled extremely valuable and rare cars, maybe $1 million or more for a single car. Many of the cars in this facility are one-only cars that they won't see anything else.
Here's a bird's eye view of the main showroom taken from the second floor. Let's see what's up here before heading down. This is the car elevator that brings up all the vehicles from the ground floor. Here on the second floor is the microcar room. European microcars in the 1950s and 60s are a fascinating chapter in automotive history. They were small, lightweight, and inexpensive vehicles, often built with minimal materials and engineering complexity. These cars became especially popular in the post-World War II era, when Europe was rebuilding and affordable personal transportation was in high demand. Next to this room is another large showroom with dozens of interesting vehicles. Then lastly, up here is the Jeep room. Let's have a quick look before heading back downstairs to that main showroom. Back down on the ground floor, this here is my favorite vehicle of all. It's a 1966 Ford F-100 Good Humor ice cream truck. As a kid, on a warm summer day, I remember hearing those bells a block away. I'd run outside, yelling for the truck to stop. All the prices were posted on the side of the truck. I'd ask for a popsicle, hand the man a dime, and he'd open up that small freezer door. A cold blast of air would engulf his face, and he would reach deep inside and somehow always manage to pull out that orange flavored popsicle I asked for.
As I look around and I see the Rolls Royce, I see lots of other cars. Something comes across to me, and I'm not sure if this was intentional, but they tell stories.
Yes.
Right? Like this.
Yes.
This fire truck we're at.
And this is a real fire truck with solid brass fittings, and it was used in a conversation. I think it was out east.
So a lot of the parts to put this together came from all over the country, and I assumed it took a long time to get it to this state.
Well, the memorabilia and the fire station idea came afterwards. That staircase up there, the spiral staircase, and the pole were symbolic.
I want to thank you so much. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to hear your story. It's a pleasure to share it now on my YouTube channel with everyone else. So thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Now I'm in the main area that we saw from above. My favorite section here is this drive-in movie area. Here you can find period cars, waitress figures delivering food, an original drive-in movie projector, and speakers that you would hang on your door to listen to the movie. Right here is a 1966 Batmobile replica. Oh, but wait, there's more. A 1989 upgraded Batmobile replica. Speaking of movie cars, how about a DeLorean Back to the Future replica? Here's a Jurassic Park vehicle. This is a nice Bentley that once belonged to Michael Jordan. How about a 1966 custom Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine?
Scooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now.
There are just so many cars here, each with their own history and story to tell. Like this 1983 Rolls-Royce covered with over 1 million crystals. It took 5 people over 6 months to lay all these by hand. The story goes that this was ordered by a rich Maharaja from India, and now it's here. I could go on and on with stories about these cars, but it's getting late and I'm getting hungry.
So I'll end my trip here at the popcorn stand at the Claremont Car Museum. This place is really amazing. Words don't describe it. The signs, the memorabilia, the feeling that you get when you walk through here just brings you back in time. You see cars here like they came off the showroom floor. Spotless, impeccable, all of them. It's amazing. Excuse me 1 second. Let me get 2 large popcorns, please. I've been here for about a half hour waiting. Business here is not good. I will say that the museum is great, but waiting for popcorn? Nah.
All of these historic things, I think, help young people and even help adults get the record of history clear in their mind.